That's our top 5. Quick hitters. You have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I do.
And we can't go long on them.
No. I'm not going to break down.
Yeah, they don't get a breakdown because they didn't make the top 5.
Freerun Shangri-La continued. They were consistently good last year. Well, amazing last year and also amazing this year.
Yeah, I'll give you. I have the same. Like, if Freerun counts, it's on my list too.
Yeah.
And for the record, I also have Shangri-La.
There you go. There was a show, just a quick. There's a show called Witch and the Beast that I watched.
Talked about that briefly.
It was like a one-off. It did not do well. Like, it was really good, like a really good show. I really dug it. I was super into it. It was not well received. I immediately jumped into the manga. Awesome, really good gothic horror reading. I watched that Train to the End of the World.
I think I watched that and Astronauts pilot back to back.
They came out the same week. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The journey was cool. Didn't always work, and the ending was there. But also I found recently the show was sponsored by a rail system in Japan.
That's kind of
the whole conceit about the train. So
and weird.
And weird. But I think it was cool to see. It was something I'd never seen before.
Sure.
Metallic Rouge, probably my biggest disappointment of the year. I know it's not the same as an honorable mention, but 2 of the best opening and closing songs of the year.
Well, maybe let's mention this because...
Do you want to do some dishonorable mentions?
No, I don't know about dishonorable mentions. I have them in my list as noteworthy exclusions.
Sure, yeah.
But last honorable mention I have is Kaiju number 8. That was fun. But
also,
just not quite,
yeah.
Just not quite there. Mm-hmm. Okay, I just think it's interesting, just given our history on the pod,
sure,
and just what we have covered historically. It is interesting that Demon Slayer and Mushoku Tensei are nowhere to be found in any of these discussions.
Just not bad, but not overtly strong.
Yeah,
it's
the final Demon Slayer episode was great. Everybody loves it, but I think when you're looking at what did you do this year? What did you put out? Probably not the strongest year.
7 episodes of gags and laughs it can only take you so far when you're in the end game, right? I know it's they're working up to something, but still, it's no, I agree.
What about you?
Well, so more than Metallic Rouge, that was probably one of my most anticipated shows of the year. It was a Wit Studio.
I remember you
animation. Again, the opening and closing are probably 2 of my favorite songs of the year. Incredible vibes. And the tee-up episodes, the first 2-3 episodes, I was I think we got a fucking hit on our hands. And then it just divulged into we're now fighting this group of 9 people, and they're the same as us, but we're different. And it's it is just Blade Runner's done this. Ghost in the Shell, Akira, all these series have tackled what it is to be a human or not in a future society. I don't know. It was kind of disappointing because I thought they started off really, really strong.
Bummer.
And
sounds
then,
like the fall off that Ninja Kamui show had.
No, that was
No, I was kidding.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently that was quite bad.
But and I guess my last just shout out Orb. It's not finished, so I didn't really bring it, but I think
Orb on the Movements of the Earth.
I think it could have been in my top 10.
Sure.
But I didn't feel fair to judge it for when the first core hadn't even finished yet, and they had it. It was a full 24 episode run they're doing.
Sure.
So, but I think that's it for honorable mentions.
Okay, let's